guys, welcome back to Dragon Tales Fishing. Today I've got a special treat for you guys. I came across this new product from Yak Attack and wanted to do an unboxing for you. I did a little short on YouTube showing that I had this. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. You can see here, it comes in a box. It's 13 by 16, supposedly easy assembly. We're gonna find out. So let's check this thing out. Alright, check that out. Looks like there's a couple little tabs right here, here. Inside the box, you can see you get a decal, and you have all the parts laid out pretty easily. So I got everything laid out right here. We're gonna put everything together here. We're gonna see how it says easy assembly. We're gonna find out with all these parts how easy this assembly is. The one we have right now is a 13 by 16. Looks like there's a smaller one, and then there's also a little bit bigger one. Me personally, I wanted this size because I don't like to have anything too big on the kayak. It just takes up more room than I need. I think this right here is going to be just what I need. So as you can see, we got that part in there, just like so. This part goes on here like this. Now before going any further, you want to go ahead and put your screws in, at least to tighten it down just a little bit. So I put one here, same thing on the other side. Now from here, all you got to do is just keep putting all your screws in, tighten everything down. There should be 4 on each end. And we'll do that now. So the next part is going to be installing the lid bumpers and the rubber feet. So I've got these pieces laid out here with their corresponding screws. As you can see here, I've got them all here. Real simply, they just go right on here just like so. Right there. So for these, you just want to make sure that they actually just sit right here on these On this side, you'll see that there's a little bit bigger hole, and all you do is just slide those on top like that. You take your screw and your washer, put them together like so. Now I know you guys noticed that I used a drill to tighten down my screws with. For this aspect, I'm not going to do that, as it will go right through the rubber. I've been using a drill a long time, so I'm pretty good at using just a drill, and it saves me a lot of time. But this one, I'm just going to go down and see, make sure it's about hand tight, just so the feet are nice and snug on there. And I'll repeat this process for this one, that one, and of course that one. Okay, so for the install of the lid bumpers, all it is these 4 little pieces of rubber. And all you do to put those on is you take one, you'll see that it has a little notch right here, and there's a little notch right here, and it'll go in 4 of the edges. So one here, one right there, one right there, and one right there. And all you do, real close, just push them on. That's it. Make sure that the angle is up, because the edge of this is going up, and that's actually how they push in there. Just like that. So the next step would be pre-assembling the hinge. This is the part where it looks a little bit intimidating. I don't know, let's find out. We're going to put this sucker together. And it has a lot of parts. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put these 2 pieces together. And that's pretty simple. You just go just like that, right there. And you'll notice there's a nut side, and looks like another nut side. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this screw and put it in one side, there you go, and then you attach the nut on the other side like so, and then you just tighten it down until you get it right, until you get it to bite. Go, there's one. There you go. So with the USA up on the lid, all you do is just find the 3 hole. There you go. 3 screws. 3 screws. Lid latch is on. The assembly of the lid is now complete. Next step, attach the lid. So we just attach the lid, just lay it right on top. Make sure she's even all the way around, nice and closed. And there you go. Now all you got to do is attach your screws to the appropriate screw holes. which should line up with these two right here. Yeah, there you go. 3 screws in, 3 screws in, 3 screws in. Now, something that the instructions didn't tell you here, it says attach the lid as shown. First install the screws into the side panel until they're barely snug. This will ensure proper hinge assembly alignment. Once all screws are installed snug firmly, do not over tighten. Now, where I'm going with this is even in the step before this, it didn't tell you which direction these hinges go. So if you notice, one's a little different in the way it looks. Take note of that, because this part right here with the smoothest side is actually the one that goes on top. I actually had them reversed, and yeah, I couldn't get the holes to line up. So now that I turn those hinges around, you can see here that the lid fits on nice and snug the way it's supposed to. Yeah, there you go. Easy install. Yeah, right. All right, let's go on to the next step, because there's a lot more. All right. So it says attach lid, which we've already done that. Now we're going to attach the latch. All right. I'm not going to read that for you, but I'll hang it out there if you want to look at it through the video and read that. But that's what we're going to do next. We're going to attach those hinges on right there. So these are the 4 pieces that you'll have. These real easy. All they do is just get attached just like this. Boom, done. Boom, done. Okay, and then they go and attach onto the front of the box. So let's do that now. We'll go to the front of the box here, and you'll see there's 3 screw holes. 3 screw holes. These just attach just like this. And that's how they latch on. So, of course, it doesn't tell you in the instructions on how to put these on. So, I'm going to have to show you how to do it. It's easy to open the lid, and then that way you have free access to this area. And there you go, 3 screws in, latch opens, shuts, opens, shuts. Boom, latch on. Now we'll do the same thing to the other side. So there you go, another latch on. What's really nice about this box is I've got the hinges on this side to open up that direction. You can actually twist this around, move this around, and now you got the lid on this side if you wanted to for easy access to the other side, or you can just turn the whole box around, either way. But it gives you kind of a way to trick it out the way you want to. I did it this way for the video, and yeah, I like it so far. Let's do it. So your next step is, after we've attached the latch, is attaching the omni corner brackets. Once again, I'll show you the directions there if you need it. You can pause it, read it. But we're going to attach these brackets on now. And as you can see, they go on diagonal corners, it looks like. One here, and then one, looks like it goes over here, like that. There you go, bracket. Install. Now these go on all four corners. The way the directions read, it just shows it on the diagonal corners, but these are for your tie downs. So, all right. The Omni corner brackets are installed. Now these, from what the directions say, you can put these in any position you want. So if they're in the way of your rod holders or anything like that, all you gotta do is just move them up or down, depending on where you want to tie down your crate. So for now, this is where I'm gonna put them until I decide if I want to move them or not. But if I do, there's plenty of spots here that I can go down, or I can actually go up with it, so you can see where I started at the top. So yeah, let's go on to the next part. Step 14, attaching the handles. And that is these parts right here. These are your handles. You get two of them, and you get the corresponding screws to put them on. So let's figure out where those bad boys go. So you can see here, you can either put it in the front and the back, or on the side and the side. I chose to go on the side to side. This is where this installation becomes pretty much what you want it to be. Where you want your rod holders, it becomes a little more customizable here at this stage. So what I got left now is my rod holders, and I just got to figure out where I want these and open up the package for the next install. So here you can see here we got to attach these little tethers. These are for your hooks, so that you can hook them to your rods to keep them from falling out if you were to fall out of yourself. And also, this is another diagram of it right here. So before we do that, I'm going to decide where I want to place the rod holders on this bad boy. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one here, of course one on the opposite side, and then I'm going to put two on the back, keeping them in the back side of the crate. Maybe yours is different, but for now, that's where I'm going to put it. Let's do that now. So before you install the rod holders wherever you want them on the crate, you want to do these bungee cords here, and the way it goes is just like this. So if you look here, you can see I got this thing. I want to get a better view of this. I got this through the little hole right there, and then it comes right out through the side right there with a little knot. And all you'll have to do is just pull this out a little bit, cut it, and then burn the tip so that it doesn't fray on you. Okay, then the other side wraps around here, like so. Comes around and then goes right into this little thing right here with another knot. Basically the same thing. Focus in. Cut the tip of that bungee off, burn it, and you're golden. Then you can just set it on to the kayak anywhere you want, just like I've got going on here. Alright, you can see right there. So I cut off the end. You can see a little bit of piece right there. I cut off the end, burned it. Did the same thing for this side as well. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Cut it off, burn the tip. That way it doesn't fray on you. And then you're golden. You just sit that right there in the slot just like that. And you do the same thing for the other ones. I recommend putting them on before you put the mounts on. I did it the opposite because I like to do everything backwards apparently. So yeah, put your lines in before you put it on, and you probably won't have the problem I did. So there you go. Take your string, put it through the hook just like so. Tie you a little knot. Just like that. Pull it through. Just make sure you cut this tag end off right here. Just like so. Burn the end. And there you go. Just like so. If give it a few seconds to dry so it don't melt wax to your hands. And that should sit in there nice and snug, just like that. There you go. All right. So from here, all you do is I'm trying to see if you can see that. Put your string right through this hole here. It runs the length just like so. It goes all the way around until you reach this little notch. If you see, it goes right underneath that notch right there. Let's get that focused in there. There you go. Just like so. Should hold it. And then just bring it around all the way up to the top here. All right. There's where it gets a little bit weird, because I would have thought they would have put a little slot right there, but the slot is actually right there. As you can see, it just sits right into that little spot right there. And you basically just tie another knot right here, cut it, burn it, you're good to go. I like to do it off of the thing. It gives you a little more room. And I try not to waste as much as I can. Just like that. I leave a little bit on there. I don't know if you can see that. I'll leave a little bit on there because when it goes to melt, you want to make sure that you have some to bite onto it. There you go. And that should be it. Focus in there, buddy. There you go. Boom. Just like that. Alright. From there, all you do is just let it rest right inside this little groove. Pull it snug. Bam. She's done. There you go. From here, you just place it in where you want it at. So as you can see, I got that one there. I'm going to put this one right here. So the last step is the Omni hooks to your kayak tank well bungee. And I guess you have to scan the QR code to get the video on how to use these. Now I think for this part of the equation, it's pretty much what you want to do. And if you have bungees on the back of your kayak, I have them on the Pro Angler over there, which would be good. But for something like this, I'm going to figure out a new way to do a tie down for that. We'll try to do that one a little bit later. But anyway, check this out. There's your box. Ready to go. Ready to hook up. Put all your gear in or whatever you want. So my initial thoughts of the box so far is, yeah, it's an awesome box. Very sturdy. I can tell it's a lot of quality went into this. It's not a cheap setup whatsoever. You're gonna be happy with it. But here's the one problem I have. So on the very first page of the directions, it says right here, you can't see it, but it says tools needed, 1 Phillips head screwdriver. Well, that's not the case. You're going to need a couple more tools. All right, you're going to need, and I know this is trivial. You're probably going to say, "Oh, come on, Bobby. You know you have those tools. You're gonna figure that out." But it doesn't tell you in the instructions, and this is where I'm going. I'm going to tell you where I'm going with this. You need a pair of scissors. You also need a lighter, because at one point, the bungees, you had to tie these knots, and you had to cut the line, and you had to burn the end so that you could make sure that it doesn't fray on you or come loose. I believe that they should have at least put that in the instructions. The other problem I have is and maybe they're just saving time and I haven't looked at the video on how to hook it up, but a lot of times in the instructions, the first part was really good, but then it doesn't tell you in the instructions on which way to orientate the side panels, the front panels, and the top or the bottom. The only thing that was actually good was the first piece shows you the actual the smooth side. So when you look inside the box, you actually see what that looks like. That part was good. The rest of the part, not so great. Hopefully in my video, I showed you those things that might help you put this together. Because off camera, this thing took me about 3 hours to put together with these instructions. You may be better at instructions than I am. I'm not going to say I'm very good at instructions. I don't know, unless it has a whole bunch of pictures, I probably won't figure it out really easy, but I will get there eventually. Yeah, once again, man, this is a very nice product, dude. You're going to enjoy it. If you need a box or you like putting stuff in a crate, this is definitely the box for you. And I'm going to do another video. I've got my kayak back here, the Kaku Voodoo, and I'm going to be doing some installs on that, and I'm going to show you how I put this crate on top of that kayak. Once again, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching my channel. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was instructional, and thanks for watching. Dragon Tails Fishing out.